nice and tall. You can separate your feet. You can place your feet on the floor, or if you would like to prop them up on a block, you can do that as well. I do this just because I'm short and my feet don't reach the floor. We're gonna roll our shoulders up, back, and down, and then you can just soften your gaze, just staring at one thing on the floor or out in front of you, or you can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And just take a moment to get centered and grounded. Just take a slow scan of your body, allow yourself to relax into your chair. Relax any expression off the face. And allow your chest, your belly to relax so you can breathe easily. If it feels comfortable for you to do so, you can start to deepen your breath. I know it's a little difficult with the mask, so just breathe at whatever pace, depth feels most comfortable to you. We're going to bring our right hand to our heart, left hand to our bellies, and just allow your chest and your belly to rise together as you inhale. And soften back towards your spine as you exhale. Just breathing nice and mindfully. As you're breathing, remember to soften your shoulders. Try not to create any extra tension in there. Relax your arms back down into your lap and tuck your chin slightly towards your throat. Let your head hang heavy. Draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Pause here, take some slow breaths or deep breaths. Left ear to left shoulder, pause. Let your breath soften away any tension you may be feeling. Begin to gently rock your head from side to side. Go as slow as you like. Be mindful if you do have a lot of tension in your neck, just be gentle with yourself. Bring the head back up through neutral. You're going to circle your arms up, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just let your arms float back down. As you inhale, you'll reach. And exhale, as you relax those arms down. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale it all out. Last one. All right, we're going to scoot forward towards the edge of our seat. So you can sit up nice and tall. You want to plant your feet firmly on the floor, about hip distance apart. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up again. Take a twist over to the right. So you can just let that left arm down by your right leg. Sit really tall. If it feels okay for your neck, look towards your back shoulder. Just off to the right. Inhale, take the arms back through center, take your twist over to the other side. Back through center, you're gonna slide your hands towards your knees for some cat-cow. So as you inhale, you'll draw the heart forward, lift your gaze, and then as you exhale, you'll round, tucking your chin and your tailbone. We'll just keep flowing with our breath. So deep breath in as you open the chest, and exhale as you round. As you breathe in, try to squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then as you exhale, so you can spread your shoulder blades wide onto your back. Incorporate some circles. So you'll circle forward as you inhale, circle back as you exhale. And these can be little or big circles, whatever feels best in your body. And reverse those circles. Draw them in the opposite direction. Sit tall once again. Lift your left arm up. Take a deep breath, and we'll hinge over to the right. You just look down towards the floor. Head relax. Switch out the arms. So left arm goes down, right arm reaches up. If you lean to the left. Back through center, we're going to circle the arms up and find our eagle arm. So right arm is going to come under the left. You can just give yourself a big hug. We're going to rock side to side. Try to twist right where your waistband is. We're going to take the arms over to the right and you're going to look to the left. Try to bring your chin right toward your left shoulder. Good. Now we're going to switch. Arms go to the left and then look to the right. Back through center, you're going to snake your way down into a fold. If this doesn't feel okay for your back, you can always stay upright. Allow your elbows to hug in, drop your chin, let your head relax. Take the arms back up, take a deep breath, and then we'll take that left arm under. Give yourself a big squeeze and start to rock side to side. So we'll take the elbows to the right, look to the left. And then switch, elbows go to the left, look right. Taking it through center and snake your way down into a fold. Let your head relax, let your arms relax towards your chest. We're going to relax those arms down by our sides, and you're going to crawl your fingertips along the edge of your seat, or you're going to hold on to the back of your chair. And then just squeeze those shoulder blades together to lift your chest. Take some breaths into your upper chest, spread those muscles out. Relax your arms into your lap. You're going to tuck your chin back towards your throat. Elongate the back of your neck. Stretch out our necks a little bit deeper. Just take your right ear to your right shoulder. You take your left palm and flex it towards the floor like you're pushing the air down. And then if you like, you can add the right hand to the left side of the head, just gently. Try not to cram your neck to the right, but just adding a little bit of weight there. Allowing your breath to help you soften those shoulders. And then you can take a slight tuck of your chin towards your throat. Relax both your arms again. Let your head hang heavy. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. And take your right palm and flex it towards the floor, pushing the air down. Bring the left hand to the right side of your head. Just add some gentle weight there. Tuck your chin slightly towards your throat. Relax both your arms again. Let your chin come back towards your throat. And then we're going to tuck either our fingertips right behind the ears, or you can interlace your fingers behind your head. And you're going to hug the elbows in towards your face. Again, don't add too much weight that it's bringing your chin down more, just placing the hands there. As you inhale, you're going to spread those elbows nice and wide. Lift your gaze, let your head rest back into your hands. And then as you exhale, you'll look down and hug the elbows in. Moving with our breath. Inhale, look up, spread the elbows. Exhale as you drop the gaze, hug your elbows up. Inhale as you open up. And exhale as you close. Do two more. Deep breath in. Exhale it all out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to spread those elbows wide, let your head rest back into your hands, and take a little lean to the right. Keep the elbows open, keep the chest open to the front of the room. And then we'll come up and over to the other side. Okay. And then you can release those arms, roll out your shoulders, roll in front, up and around. Reverse those circles. Spread those shoulder blades. Good. You're going to let your arms relax. We're just going to swing those arms forward and back. And we're going to bend the elbows and give your shoulders or your upper back a little tap. And we'll try to get the elbows up nice and high. And then you'll turn your palms down and you want to tap with the backs of the fingers or the backs of the hands. It's into the deeper parts of our shoulders. Good. Just relax your arms, swing them forward and back a few times. All right, we're going to pick up this right leg so you can hug under the thigh or on the shin. Give it a good squeeze in towards your belly. And we're going to circle through that right ankle. About drawing a big letter O on the floor with your toes. Good. Reverse the direction. And then you're going to point and flex. And you're going to extend and bend your knee a few times. It's a movement to that knee joint. And then we're going to drop that heel to the floor and slide it forward so your leg is nice and straight. So if you're not sitting towards the front, you might want to scoot forward just a little bit so you have a little bit more space in those hips. Take a deep breath in. We're going to keep the hands on the hips to start. You're just going to lead with your heart into a fold. So your hands can stay here on the thighs, or you can slide that right hand down if you want to deepen that stretch. Reach for your shin, your ankle, or your toes. trying to pull those toes towards you. Get that stretch going all the way into your heel, into your ankle. We'll sit tall. You're going to slide your right heel to the right and walk your left toes to the left. And we're going to bring that left forearm onto the left thigh. Let your right arm dangle, give it a little shake. And then you're going to take some big circles through that right arm. Sweep it up and around. And then take those circles in the opposite direction. And you're going to reach your arm overhead. Try to get your bicep right by your ear. And then you're going to bend your elbow and pull that arm back like you would pull an arrow back in a bow. You're going to inhale to reach. Exhale to draw it back. One more. Inhale and exhale. You're going to slide your right hand down the right leg and just reach that left arm up. Stretch out that left side. And then we can release. I'm going to bring the knees back. And we'll pick up this left thigh, squeeze it in towards your belly as you circle through that left ankle. And switch direction. Point and flex. And then extend and bend your knees. And then we'll slide that heel along the floor. Sit tall, take a deep breath. As you exhale, you'll hinge forward into that fold. You can slide that left hand down. Like to deepen that stretch. Check back in with your breath, making sure that you're still moving your breath and slowly breathe into your belly. Sitting tall once again, slide your left heel to the left, walk your right toes to the right, and then bring your right forearm down onto your thigh. That left arm loose, we'll circle through the shoulder. And switch direction. You're going to reach overhead, get a good stretch, and then bend the elbows. You draw that arm back. Inhale to reach. Exhale. One more. Pull it back, and then slide your right hand down the right thigh. Reach. The left thigh, reach that right arm up. Get a good stretch on that right side. And then we'll release. You're going to bend both your knees and keep your feet in a V. So the knees and the toes are all facing in the same direction. You're going to bring your hands onto your thighs with your fingers facing inwards. And just press into your thighs, lift up, and then you're going to twist to the right. Let your left shoulder shrug up by your ear. Inhale, we'll come back through center, and then exhale, you're going to twist to the left. So just keep moving with your breath. You come center, deep breath in, twist, inhale, center, exhale to twist. Do that a few more times. Some twisting going in that spine. Just nice and fluid vertebrae. Good. And then we're going to come back through center. You're going to take hold of your block. Place it right between your feet. You can take it in the high dimension or the lower one, whatever you think is suitable for you. We'll do a few seated sun salutations. So we're going to inhale and circle those arms up. You're going to keep your belly pulled in and take a big swan dive down. So hands can come to the thighs or to that block. And you're going to let your head relax. You're going to press in to your hands, lift up halfway, take a deep breath in, and then you'll exhale to fold. And then we're gonna reverse our dive and come all the way up. You're gonna grab hold of that right wrist, take a little lean to the left, come through center, grab the left wrist and lean to the right. Good. Come back through center, take that swan dive once again, hands on the thighs or to your block. Press in and lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold and come all the way up, reaching tall. This time we're gonna cactus open our arms, spread our fingers nice and wide, squeeze your shoulder blades. Reach back up, exhale as you dive. And we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. So again, hands can rest on the thighs. You can bring your forearms or your elbows to your thighs. If the block feels a little bit too low for you today, let your head relax. If your hands are on your block and you want to extend the arms forward a little bit more, you can slide that block a little further forward and let yourself kind of melt towards your legs, a little closer to the floor. Just do the best you can to breathe into your belly. Some soothing breaths. If your hands are extended out in front of you, go ahead and slide them back in. And we'll walk the hands up to the thighs as you come all the way up. You can just place your block off to the side for now. Bring the knees back in. We're going to walk our knees over to the right. Take a little bit of a lunge. So with the left hip is off the chair, you're just going to walk the left toes back. So you can keep the legs a little closer together, or if it's accessible, you're going to walk the leg back a little bit further. So you would choose. We'll keep the right hand down in the chair. You're going to take that left arm up, reach really tall, and then hinge towards the back of your chair. You're going to bring that top hand to the back of your head and just lean into your palm, open up through your chest. Try to draw that left shoulder and elbow back. Release the arms and take a twist towards the back of your chair. So bring that left hand around to the outside of your right leg, or you can walk your hands up to the back of your chair. Unwind from the twist, walk your knees back to center. On the other side, so we'll walk the knees over to the left. We'll let that right hip hang off. You're gonna walk those right toes back a little or a lot, just depending on how that feels for you. Take your right arm up, take a deep breath in, and then you'll hinge towards the back of your chair. Bring your hand to the back of the head, opening up through the chest, drawing that elbow back. And then releasing as you sit tall and twisting towards the back of your chair. So right hand on the outside of that left thigh, or take your hands up to the back of the chair. Unwind from that twist and come back through center, placing your feet hip distance, slide your hands towards your knees. Just do a couple more cat-cows. Deep breath in, open up your chest, exhale as you round. Just one more like that. And just coming up, finding a tall spine. We're going to stretch out our wrists and our forearms a little bit. So you're going to extend your right arm with your fingers facing up. You're going to press through the heel of your hand and just gently pull back on those four fingers. Press that palm forward. Try to get the elbow nice and straight. And then you'll point your fingers down, just put a little pressure on the back of the hand. Just trying to feel a stretch through the wrist. You might feel it on the top of your forearm. Right, give that hand a little shake. And you'll extend the left arm, same thing. Nice and straight with the elbow, just gently pull back on your fingers. Point the fingers down, put a little pressure on the back of the hand. Give the wrist a little shake. This one is to release that carpal tunnel nerve, so if anybody struggles with that. So you're going to take your middle finger and your thumb and just wrap it around your wrist. It's okay if your fingers don't touch. Just above that bony process. You want to get it above that little bone that's sticking out. Try to wrap it just above that. You want to add a little bit of pressure there. Let your fingers relax, and then you're just going to shake your hands. If you struggle with carpal tunnel, this is one way, not the way, but one way you can help to release that nerve. Or it's just good to stretch it out a little bit. And we'll do the other side. So wrap around just above that bony process on the wrists. Add a little pressure, let your fingers go loose, and then shake. And then we're going to interlace our fingers. You're going to roll the wrists. It's okay if you have to look at your hands. I have to look at my hands when I do this, because we're going to reverse the direction. That's even harder. Good mental challenge, little brain yoga. All right, so for those of you that want to stand, we're going to stand. Also give you the option to stay seated, and you can do these poses seated as well. I'm going to turn my chair around just so that everybody can see. All right, so we're going to start in a warrior two pose. So if you're seated, you're just going to take your right leg, step it out, keep that right knee bent, and then you're going to stretch long through the left side. All right, so those of us that are standing, you're going to step your left foot forward, step your right foot back. So you're in a warrior two, and you're going to bend into your front knee. We're going to keep the left hand on the chair. You're going to circle that right arm open, or you can reach both arms out. All right, so we're going to reach both arms up, straighten both your knees. As you exhale, you're going to bend your front knee and lower the hips. And inhale as you reach up, good. Exhale to lower. Good. Two more like that. And one more. So we're going to reverse our warrior. You're going to flip your front palm, reach it up as you take your right hand to your right leg. Good. And then we can bring both hands back to the chair. We'll just step our feet forward. All right, so other side, right foot will stay forward, left foot is going to step back. You'll find your warrior two here. So bending into your front knee, stretch long through the arms. And so straighten both your knees. We'll reach the arms up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to lower. Two more like that. One more. So staying in our warrior two, you'll flip that front palm, reach it up, back hand to your back leg. And then we're going to release. All right, so facing the front of the room, you're going to take your feet wide into a V. And we're going to bend both of our knees. And when you bend your knees, see if they can track towards your toes. So your knees and your toes are going in the same direction. And we're going to cactus open the arms. You're going to tuck your tailbone underneath you, lift up through your chest. So you're standing tall. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to cactus open, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Good. Reach up. and lower. And one more. And lower. And then you're going to tuck your fingers right behind your ears as those knees are staying bent. Lean to the right. Come back through center. Lean to the left. Center one more time. To the right. And center. And to the left. And center. And release. And we'll walk the knees back together. You're going to take your block. Place it right between your thighs. For those that are seated, you can do this with the block or not. You don't need to. It's just an option. So sitting into our chair pose, you're going to squeeze that block and you're going to sit back. You're going to swim your arms back behind you. Make sure you can wiggle all 10 of your toes. That's how you know your weight is in your heels. You want your knees and your toes facing in the same direction. So you're going to squeeze your block, lift your arms up nice and high. And as you exhale, sit back into your heels, swim your arms back. Inhale as you lengthen up. Exhale as you lower. Good, 2 more. Last one. Good, we're gonna come all the way up, reach really tall. We'll bring our hands to our hips or our lower back. You can just lift up and out of your waist or take a little gentle back bend. Reach up through center. Inhale, take your arms up. This time we're going to take our hands to prayer and sit back into chair. Do a little twist. So breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. And then we'll come back through center and exhale, twist to the left. Keep moving with your breath. Inhale through center, twist to the right. Inhale, center, twist to the left. Try to keep those knees tracking in the same direction. That's what's so great about the block. It really helps to stabilize your legs. One more each side. Good, and then we'll release. And drop that block. Shake out those legs. We'll take a little stretch. So we're gonna stand facing the chair. You'll step your right foot back. Feet are about hip distance. If you're seated, you can extend one leg forward just like we did previously and fold. So we're just gonna fold over one leg. If you want to take this deeper, you can walk your hands down the edge of your chair. Move a little bit further towards the floor. Those are standing, we'll walk our hands back up. We'll just switch out your feet. So we'll step the right foot up, step the left foot back. Take your feet hip distance, keeping both legs straight. Take a deep breath and fold. If you're in your chair, you can just fold over that other leg, slide your hand down the leg, just like we did before. Up, step that left foot forward. Moving into a couple balance poses. So if you're standing, we're going to pick up the right knee. So if you're on, let's see how we do this. It's going to come around to the right side of our chair so we can use that left hand. We'll pick up our right knee. You're going to hold on to your knee. You can keep it out in front of you or take it out to the side. Good. So if you want to practice with your balance, you can just take some weight out of that hand that's on the chair. If you find your balance, you can extend the arm. It's just an option, not necessary. We're going to bring that knee back through center. You're going to set it down. We're going to pick up the left knee. We're going to bring your right hand to the outside of your knee and just twist to the left. And just find something to gaze at. Keep your eyes nice and steady. And if you want to take some weight out of the hand on the chair, you're welcome to do that. Maybe just use a couple fingers instead of the whole hand. And then we'll release, set that foot down. We'll walk around to the other side. All right, we'll start with the left leg. So we're going to pick up that left knee, holding on, keeping it center, or you can open it out. Stand tall. If you'd like to take some weight out of that right hand, you're welcome to. Turn it through center, set it back down. Pick up the right knee, left hand to the outside as you twist to the right. Set that foot down. I'm going to take our feet about hip distance. Practice eagle again. So we're going to sweep the arms up. We're going to take that right arm underneath the left. So you have that option of just giving yourself a big squeeze, or you can try to point your fingertips up or take hold of the palms if you prefer that variation. So with the knees soft, you can kind of snake your way through here. Just work side to side. Or maybe take a little fold. If you're folding, just make sure you bend your knees, protect your back. And then coming back upright, so you have the option of just sitting into a chair. You can stay here. You can lift the right heel. Or if you find your balance here, you can just drag that foot a little bit closer to the right or cross. Sorry, the left or cross in front. So you choose the best option for you. If you're seated, you can cross your legs or squeeze at your ankles or your calves. Okay. Then we'll release, we'll sweep those arms up, take a breath in, eagle on the left. So left arm comes under, right? Give yourself a big squeeze, point those hands up. We're gonna snake our way into that fold. If you like, make sure you soften the knees if you're taking it deeper. And then we'll come back up to stand. We're going to send those hips down. Staying here or lifting the left leg, the left heel. And then just taking the legs a little closer together, or you can cross that left leg in front of the right. Steady your gaze, find something to focus your eyes on. Legs, we'll circle those arms up and release the arms back down. Good. All right, let's take a seat. We're going to find our strap up a little bit from the arms. So unroll your strap. You're going to extend your arms out in front of you and then just decide what feels best for your shoulders. You can start with the hands a little bit wider than your shoulders or a lot wider, just depending on the tightness in your shoulders. So starting with the hands down by your knees, and then we're going to lift the arms with the elbows nice and straight. You're going to pull that strap nice and tight, and then you can lower the arms back down. Good. And just keep moving with your breaths. You're going to lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. Then we're going to lift and hold. Take a little lean to the right. Center, take a little lean to the left. Come through center. You're going to pull that strap real tight, twist to the right. Through center and then twist. Come back through center. Release the arms. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. All right. So with those arms extended once more. I haven't taught this in a little while, so we'll see how it goes. But we're going to reach the left arm up, slide the right arm down, and then you're going to move in a circular motion. So you're going to kind of twist to the right as you lower that left arm and take your right arm up. So it's kind of like you're kayaking.
Yep.
A little kayak motion. Challenge is reversing the direction. All right, so now we got to lift the right arm up. We'll take the right arm down and reverse that direction. It's a little challenging. Again, a little mental yoga. Good, and then we'll release. Roll out those shoulders, let them relax a little bit. Take another twist over to the right so we can stretch out those muscles we just worked. And then we'll twist gently over to the left. Back through center. So moving on to the legs, put the strap on the ball of your right foot, and you're going to extend that leg nice and straight. So you can hold on to the strap with both ends in both hands, or just one hand, whichever feels better for you. We're just going to start with some movement. So you're going to lift and lower a few times, just lifting and lowering, working in that hip joint. You're going to lift and hold, find the stretch here, so try to draw those toes towards your face, let your arms relax. Lower the heel down. You want to slide your hands down the strap just a little bit, just a couple inches. You're going to lift again, but then we're going to bend the knee, and you're going to open that knee out to the right and just draw it towards your armpit, and then kick it out. And then draw it in and kick it out. Draw it in and kick it out, and we're going to hold it out, and we're going to open it out to the right. So make sure that your hips are still facing forward. If you allow your hips to move with your leg, you kind of lose that stretch. You want to make sure those hip bones stay facing forward. And then if you turn your toes out and your heel forward, that stretch will get into that inner thigh muscle. I'm going to sweep it over to the left and then to the right a couple times. And then we'll hold it to the left, and you want to try to get it beyond the midline of your body. So where your belly button is, try to get it a little past that. You can always rest that thigh up on the opposite thigh if you like. And then you can twist your upper body to the right if you want to take that stretch a little bit deeper. This is going into that outer thigh, into our IT band. Some deep fibrous fascia there. Take it through center and let your leg go for just a moment. We'll work into our seated pigeon. So if knee or hip issues, that's something that applies to you. You can always just cross at the ankles, let your knee open up, and then take a little fold here. So that's one option. You can bring it up in front of the shin, or if placing the ankle up on the thigh is accessible, then you can take that option. So just choose which one feels the best for you and your body. And then we'll fold here. Just let your body, your upper body relax, let your arms relax, your head, throat, your neck. Take some soothing breaths. Sit tall, we can release that right foot back to the floor. And we'll place the strap on the left foot. That good extension. When you're ready, we'll lift and lower with the knee nice and straight. And lift and hold. Find that hamstring, calf stretch. Now we're going to bend the knee, open it out to the side, and pull that knee in and then push it out. In, out, in, and out. Now we're going to open it out to the left. Try to keep those hip bones nice and straight, facing the front of the room. Turn your toes out and you'll heel forward. Sweep it over to the right and out to the left. One more time. And then we'll keep it over to the right. Try to cross it beyond the midline of your body if you can. If you want to increase that stretch, you're going to twist your upper body to the left. Taking it through center, finding that hip stretch, whatever placement you took on the right. If it feels good, you'll do it on this side. So ankles, shin, or ankle up on the thigh. And if you'd like to fold forward, just take a deep breath. Try to keep the spine nice and long before you fold. Sit tall, you can release that left foot. Let your strap go. All right, so as you're sitting forward, we're going to take our hands back behind us. So create a little space between you and your chair. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see. So you can either clasp your wrists or interlace your fingers. And we're going to take the knuckles over to the right side of our ribs. And then you're just going to squeeze your elbows towards one another. And take your right ear to your right shoulder. And then bringing your knuckles back through center and just walking them down your back. They don't have to go all the way straight if that doesn't feel good for you. You can keep a soft bend in your elbows, but if it feels okay, you can start to straighten them. And then you just want to lift your chest, maybe lift your gaze slightly. Move it up through your throat, your collarbones. Taking the knuckles over to the left. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Slide those knuckles down once again, keeping the elbows soft. They're starting to straighten them. Big lift of your heart towards the ceiling. Reach your arms, stick them out in front of you, take a couple shoulder release. Drop your chin once more, take a couple head rocks, rock your right ear to your right shoulder, and then down towards your throat and left ear to left shoulder. Just move nice and slow, drawing your head back and forth. Bring your chin up so you're parallel to the floor and just draw your chin over towards your right shoulder. Then head back through neutral and left chin, or chin to your left shoulder. Turn through center. Take a couple more circles. So inhale as you circle forward, exhale as you circle back. Switch the direction. One more time, we'll just crawl our fingertips along the edge of our seat. Gently lift your chest. One more big breath in. Just go ahead and scoot yourself back in your seat. Again, if you like, if you're like me and your feet don't touch the floor, you can place them up on a block. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Settle into your seat. Let your back relax. You can keep your eyes open and soften your gaze, or close your eyes, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. Bring all your attention and awareness to your breath. Just feel your inhales as they come in and your exhales as they go out. Little breath practice. We're going to start with an equal part breath. Just simply means that you're equaling your inhales and your exhales. So we're going to inhale together. Exhale, empty your lungs. We're going to breathe into a count of 4. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll inhale again, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep going. If that pace doesn't feel good, or if that number is too low or too high, feel free to adjust it. Just as long as the inhale and the exhale are equal. Begin to extend the length of the exhalation by 1 or 2 counts. So if you're breathing in to a count of 4, you want to breathe out to a count of 5 or 6. This breath is extremely calming for our nervous system. It helps to regulate your sympathetic and parasympathetic responses in our nervous system. So the practice helps to bring about that calm feeling in our bodies and our minds. You're welcome to keep practicing that breath, or if you prefer, just to come back to a natural breath. Full body to relax into your seat. Relax your face, your jaw. Every exhale, soften your shoulders. That relaxation work its way through your entire body. Let your arms relax all the way to your fingertips. Let your back rest against the back of the chair. Hips, thighs, knees, all the way through to your toes. Lower your chin back towards your throat. Couple deep breaths. We're going to bring our palms together. You're going to rub your hands, create some heat in your hands. And then you can cup them over your eyes or bring them onto your cheeks. Take a couple deep breaths. Bring them onto your jaw. Give yourself a little massage. Massage out any tension or little knots you might feel. Move on to your neck. Same thing. Neck a little rub. We hold a lot of tension in our necks. Bring your hands down onto your shoulders. Give your shoulders a little massage. You're ready, you can release your arms and open your eyes. And thank you for joining me this morning. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you.
Good job.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you did great.
There's a bill. Susan was trying to get over that door jam last week, and it seemed right. She get back to the last one, the biggest plate. I thought she was holding thank God she did. Yeah, for sure. I just want to be a dance. That's what that's the day. And this is tomorrow. Oh. Get you to the doctor on the country, so yes, oh, yeah, which doctor you go to? Dr. East. Dr. Brown. And, Jim's and my, I don't know what because I thought today, just, they said him, I had him. I had some big appointment. Now getting rid of my daughter's breath. And I said, basically, I said, because that, she said, that's really good. That's your life to the week. This stuff right here, this arm right here is slow. You can see it right here.
Okay, bye-bye.
This-
Good day. Good week.
Have a good one, guys. See you next time.
Tomorrow.
I'll take that for you.
You're welcome.
Oh, no, you're not gonna be recorded, right?
I won't now, I'm sorry.
Okay, but it's next week.
Next week I'll be here.
Okay, good. And thank you again.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry for about your watch.
Oh, thank you.
You're all.
I know, they are, yes, thank you.
I see you don't have that wheelchair today, this way you control it.
Oh, no, I had this, I always
Do
had.
you want me to take that for you?
Thank you. She told me to get the, yeah, and push me out first. Somebody else bring the other one behind me to get me out, cause she said this can't, guide this like.
Right, right. But yeah, this way you can sit and get over this thing by yourself.
But I told her I wasn't, I want her not, you're not here today. Here.
Are we gonna have the next class in here? Suzanne, because we could use the chairs.
Oh,
I
okay,
had comments from that.
okay.
Let's see, I might ask it this right here.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sorry, I didn't realize that, yeah, leave the chairs out there. Okay, great,
Suzanne will be in here.
yes, she'll be in here.
Yes, I stay.
Yep. Back-to-back classes, huh?
So,
Good.
but then, I used to do a lot of walking, I can't do it now. And, I walked to the tunnel and then I feel like
Oh, no.
but my granddaughter, I will be with her, she's 17.
Uh-huh.
She always be with me, so I haven't walked since.
Oh,
And I
wow.
don't like that walking because my heart doctor said walking is good for your heart.
Yeah.
And I was not gonna walk and look, guess what I did? He told me don't get no rounds in the store. Push them, get the money push.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in there one day. I said I gotta pick up some stuff, so I'm gonna get the round. It come to the end of the store, he stand up there like looking at me.
That's funny.
I got to go around so many person. He got me like good.
That's funny. You guys have a great day.
You too, you need blessing, buddy.
Have a good class.
You too. Oh, thank you, going up.
That's your boyfriend?
Huh?
Your boyfriend?
This is. This my seat is at. In 06. That's I wouldn't make it if I go past this, I'd be lucky and I hit 81. I don't know it. I don't know that.
They bringing lunch now?
Uh,
Are they bringing lunch?
yes, they go around here. 12 o'clock for 19. The lady in front there, they right here, one right here. CTA. That's those.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going now?
I'm going to lunch.
This class starts at 12.
Huh?
Your class starts at 12:30.
Lunch.
Be careful.
Huh?
Be careful.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you very much.
Front and center. She's ready. Your hair was so cool.
It's
If I had the guts, I'd cut my hair short like that. I don't have the guts. I think I'd look, well, I don't know how I'd look. Anyway,
kind of good.
I'm gonna put my junk here and go to the restroom and I'll be right back. There's Miss Mary. Hello. Oh, ain't she bright today? Woo!
Look, I do it so I can brighten up myself.
Oh, I love your outfits.
Thank you.
I do.
How you feeling? Okay. Huh?
My brother passed.
When? When?
Friday.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Was he older than you or younger than you? I know it's the weirdest thing with, when it comes to death, because it has a lot of components to it. Was he sick? You expect it? Was it, but the same thing still rings true. You miss them. And then it makes you think about your own mortality. That more than anything, because we're not here for that. So, keep talking to people, keep laughing, hold on to the memories. Every day I look at my mom's picture and I have two choices. Either I could talk to her, remember a joke and tell her, or I could sit there staring at her and bawling my eyes out. A lot of times I bawl my eyes out. I just miss her so much. We used to talk every day, and